Are you interested in travel photography? Are you interested in street photography? Are you interested in a bit of both? Do you like to keep your gear minimal and buy quality over quantity? Then this video, well, it might just be for you. Over the last 6 months, I have traveled throughout Asia, and I think I've found a very good setup. And it is only 2 cameras that I'm suggesting in this video. I have documented all those travels, so if you want to go have a look, it is all on my channel. And so the 2 cameras I'm suggesting are in this bag. Now, I know I'm going to get some comments, so I better tell you what this bag is. This is the Peter McKinnon / Gomatic sling bag. This is one of my favorite bags I've ever had. I love how robust it is, how compact, how it sits kind of on your body, and it's fantastic. It's really good. Weatherproof. Peter knows what he's doing. He knows what photographers want. Now, the first camera I want to talk about is dedicated purely for photography. That is the Ricoh GR3X. Now, if you're unaware about the Ricoh GR3X, I have made plenty of videos about this camera on my channel, so just go and peruse if you want to know about specs and that kind of thing. But I'm going to tell you about my experience with this camera because it is one that has brought pure joy to my life. So throughout the last 6 months, if you bumped into me on my travels, I would have this camera on me. This has lived with me ever since I bought it. I picked it up at the end of last year and I took it on a pilgrimage. I took it on a journey called the Camino de Santiago, a 500-mile walk across northern Spain. I bought it for its power and its pocketability, and because it's so damn lightweight, it just was perfect for a trip where I didn't want to take too much. Though, if I'm being honest, I had plans on selling it. I really didn't think that this was something that I was going to hang on to. But boy, was I wrong. This has honestly been one of the best purchases I've ever made. That obviously sounds like an over dramatization of this camera, but I really do think it is. And here's my reason. I love to travel and document my life on the streets. I love street photography, and I must admit, from time to time I get a bit intimidated. This camera has done something that has allowed me to get more personal, more upfront with subjects. Now, this is the X, so this is a 40mm equivalent, but when people see me on the street with this thing, they don't automatically think that I'm a photographer. They think that I'm a tourist, which allows me just to get a little bit more closer and a little bit more involved in the scene. They just think I'm taking photos for myself. And of course, I am taking photos for myself. That's silly to say, but I'm also documenting. I want to share this with the world. And this camera, the image quality on this thing's just bloody great. This has got a built-in ND, so if I want to do any slow shutter speeds, it's fantastic. It's also got built-in IS, so you can shoot up to 1/10 of a second. There are so many great features about this camera, and I have, like I said, talked about them non-stop on this channel since buying it. But like I said, if you're a minimalist, this just fits straight in your pocket. You know that you've got a fantastic camera on you if you don't want to use something like your phone, which I love the experience of using just a dedicated camera. I guess it's that inspiration. I get real inspiration from this, and that's why using a camera like this is so important. Now, like I said, I only use this for photography. I don't know anyone who uses this for video. So it is worth noting, and this is a pro tip, I learned this from my friend Paul. I don't know if you can see this. If you can tape over the audio holes on this camera, you'll stop dust from getting into your sensor, because once you get dust on this thing, very hard to fix. I don't even know if you can fix it, I'm not sure. But all in all, absolute joy to use. You can design your own Ricoh recipes, just like in the Fujifilm cameras, and it has its own presets too. So this is the first camera that I'm suggesting for the ultimate travel street photography setup, the Ricoh GR3X. Try and get your hands on it if you can. Now, one of the things I've learned from traveling is how much dirt you pick up when on the road. Whenever I come home, my bag or bags need a clean. I mean, that's why I was talking about, taping up the sound holes on your Ricoh. It's just, common sense now. As you can see on my last trip, I still need to clean out this bag. Now, this is the Mint Hoos vacuum. Very affordable, but look how small and compact it is. You can charge this using your Type-C cable. It's got 2 strength settings, one that's kind of moderate, the other slightly more. But basically, all I'm trying to say is that this thing is fantastic. I don't know if you can see this, but it's the same as the bag. Not that I'm ever taking this away with me, but keeping your stuff clean is very, very essential. I've had stuff that's got fully rotten and dirty. It has taught me to keep my stuff in bare nick. It comes with, different kind of add-ons. Like this is obviously for slightly bigger things, and this is if you want to brush clean something. But the one that I use and enjoy the most is this tiny little kind of nozzle. Stick that on the end, you're good to go. And once you've done that, you simply slide it off and dump out all the residue. It really is a good little product. I'm well chuffed to have received this, so thank you to them. But like I said, keeping your gear clean is so important. So possibly tedious, boring subject, but go check them out if you're interested. Their link is in the description. Now, the second camera that I want to talk about that has also completely changed the game for me, and I hate saying this again, not to dramatize it, but it is one of the best purchases I've made in recent times. Not to just jump on the bandwagon what everyone else is saying, it genuinely has helped me. And it has helped me in such a way that it has just removed a layer of anxiety to my workflow. And so the camera that I am gushing over again is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Man alive, I can't tell you how important this camera has been, because I use this as a vlogging camera. I use it vlogging on the go, on the street, when traveling. Now, as I'm speaking to the camera here, I'm using my Fujifilm X-H2S. A perfect camera to set up your tripod. I've got everything kind of lit just perfectly. Let me just show you. But I can't take that traveling with me. I don't want to take a massive source of light. I'm sure there are smaller light sources, but I just don't want to. I'll use natural light if I need to. And sometimes I don't want to travel with bulky lenses and whatnot. At the moment, I'm using the Sigma 18-35 1.8. I love this lens so much, but it's heavy. And as a travel companion, it's something I don't really want to bring with me every time. So having the DJI Osmo Pocket as an option is just so great, so valuable to me. But the big thing is vlogging. Now, I bought the Creative Combo, and I suggest you do too if you are thinking about vlogging, especially on the street. Not only does it come with a tripod and extra batteries so you can vlog for longer, it also comes with the DJI mic. Now, the DJI mic is bloody good. It's got a 32-bit float, and it comes with a little dead cat. So if you're in a place where it's windy, it will just noise cancel all of that out. It also comes with some other accessories like a wide lens filter, and you can also get a magnet to pin this to your chest. All these things that just help, make the creation easier. But the mic and the way it syncs with the Osmo Pocket is delightful. It really has, like I said, the workflow just streams now. And if I'm vlogging in camera, unlike the old days where you used to hold up a camera and you looked like your average YouTuber, but now you can hold up, a little camera to your face and, vlog to your heart's content without really feeling kind of embarrassed. It is the embarrassment of doing this that makes me cringe. It hasn't fully eliminated it, and I don't know if I could do it in places where I felt uncomfortable. If it was a mirrorless camera I was holding up to my face, I would struggle. I would genuinely struggle. I honestly feel like my introversion just gets the better of me, and I would have to set it aside. And I have tried it in the past. So yeah, a big reason for getting it. But also, it's so good. The image quality is great. The dynamic range is perfect. You can document your life. You can document your photography, events, your POV, everything like that. It really has made the experience of watching my videos just much more entertaining. I love to see other photographers on the streets, doing their art, doing their process, instead of always talking to the camera like I am now. I know, ironic, hey, but what I'm trying to just tell you and suggest is that these two setups are really something that could change the way you do things. And so with this, I'm going to set myself a little task, a little kind of challenge. So I'm going to take a trip soon, and I'm only going to take these two things. That should be it. And I think traveling that light is going to make me feel so much better. And I also think it's just going to inspire me, because I'm only limited to 2 pieces of gear. One that's going to do all my video, and one that's going to do all of my photography. What more do you need? Honestly, what more do you need? So that video will take place at some point. I just need to kind of carve out a weekend when I'm free. There's a lot going on here at the moment, and the one-to-one sessions are really starting to take off. This is what I love to do at the moment. I've almost got a waiting list going because there's so many of you interested, and I'm just so passionate about showing people that you can do this full time, like myself. So if you're interested in becoming a full-time content creator / photographer, get in touch today. I may just be able to help you.